Hey everybody, this is Jennifer Priest, and today I want to share with you how to make a Minions party. So this is part of Crafty Hangouts, and this hangout is sponsored by Doris, and they sent me $40 worth of supplies that I'm going to turn into a Minion birthday party. So you probably would need a couple more supplies than just what I have on hand, and most of the stuff is going to be basic things like some glue, maybe some twine, so probably stuff that you already have in your stash. And I would say safely that you could probably do this party for under $40, but maybe $50 is a good price. And then you'd also need to have your food. But birthday parties, like theme birthday parties, are super, super hot, and it's really expensive to do. Like, people do these elaborate scenes and all this stuff. It's like a lot of money. So this is a really affordable way to do a Minion themed party, and you can order all the stuff online and it ships pretty quick. All right, so I'm going to switch cameras so you guys can see what I'm going to show you how to make. All right, so we'll make a few things first, and then I'm going to show you the little party spread that we have set up. All right, the first thing that I want to share with you guys is in the new Minions movie is why can't I think of the evil villain girl's name? Played by Sandra Bullock, and she has like little sunglasses that she wears on, or little cat eye sunglasses, and I thought these masks looked kind of like that. So all I did is I ordered the mask. It came in white, and then I took some acrylic craft paint. This is Americana Decor Chalky Finish craft paint, and I just painted that on. I use Chalky Finish because Chalky Finish sticks to everything. So I wasn't sure if regular craft paint would stick to this. You can also get this at Doris's website. So I painted that. I'm not going to paint it for you, but here's one that's already dry. And what I did is I got these really affordable Chinese lanterns from Doris, and I'm going to show you how they go together. They come in a bunch of colors. I got yellow and red because the yellow matches the Minion and the red matches the villain in the movie. So you're just going to open that up, expand out your lantern, and inside the package there are instructions, but what you need is this metal thing. Okay, so one side has like pokey ends and the other side has rounded ends. You're going to put the side with the rounded ends on the smaller side of the lantern. And then the pokey ends, you're going to put these little loops that are on the top of the lantern over each little pokey end. Okay, so you're just going to gently pull it up and put it over that pokey end. Okay, so now your lantern is completed. Now for this part of the project, I took the mask and I put it onto my lantern, and then I just made it go around. Now you could paint this onto the lantern if you wanted to, but this way I can use this mask for something else later, like a Halloween or another type of party. And then I can also use the lantern for something else later, like 4th of July or Labor Day, something like that. So this way I can easily remove this when I'm done. And then the other thing that's nice about the Chinese lanterns is you can take them apart and collapse them, so you could store this to use at a later time. All right, so that project is done, and I'm going to switch cameras real quick so I can try to show you. I don't know if I can move my laptop over there to show you guys what this looks like. All right, so it's switching. So I'm going to just lift this up real quick. I don't know if you guys can see, am I leaning the wrong way? That little lantern hanging there, that red one. And then I have that Minion, I keep leaning the wrong way. That Minion lantern hanging. I'll give you guys a closer look at the end. But that's what we're making. Okay, so I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the Minion lantern next, because I've already put together that yellow lantern. All right, so what I did, I used a die cutting machine, and I cut out pieces for the eyeballs. So the eyeball finish looks like this, and here's my pieces. So I cut out a big white circle and then a circle with a hole in the middle, And I used, where'd it go? This paper pack from Doris. This is super, super affordable. This is perfect for doing your decorations and stuff. This is a Coordinations textured cardstock pack. It comes with all these different colors. It was more full than this. I've used a bunch of it to make projects already. But it comes with 100 different sheets, and it's super affordable. And it die cuts really nicely. I use a Sizzix Eclipse 2 to die cut it, and it cut that on the medium cardstock setting. So it's not even like it's super thick. It's not going to wear your blade out real fast. So it's a nice cardstock. So I'm just going to take some glue here. This is some Tombow Mono Multi adhesive. You can use any white glue to do this. I'm going to glue my little pieces on. Now you can cut this outer ring out of silver cardstock if you want to make it look more like goggles. I just was thinking like quick, easy, and this is something that kids can help you do, especially if you're going to do like a little movie premiere party in the neighborhood or whatever like that. You could definitely get all the little kids together and have them help you make this. Next, you're going to take some black cardstock from the cardstock pack from Doris. So I just pulled some black out of this cardstock pack, and I cut 1-inch strips out of it. This is going to be the strap for the goggles. Now, because it's a little harder to work on the curved surface of the lantern, I'm going to use these sticky tabs from Tombow to put everything together. So I'm going to stick my little eyeball for the goggles on one side, and then I'll put the other strip on the other side, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. So it's not even like really glued to the lantern. Again, you could use the lantern for something else later. I'm going to take my little tab and stick it on here. These are like clear adhesive little squares, and they have a little backing, so when you peel that off, it reveals the adhesive on the other side. So there I have my Minion. Now, to make this a little bit more fun, I put some ribbon on it. So this is a super affordable poly satin ribbon from Doris. It's a lot like the ribbon that you would get at the floral, like you'd find on floral arrangements, but it makes great streamers, and because it's so affordable, you can definitely use a lot of it and not feel bad. So I'm just taking, this is the bottom of the lantern, right? Here's the top where the hanger is. This is the bottom, that smaller side of the lantern. I'm just going to take my ribbon and fold it over in a loop, and then loop it through, and then put the ends of my ribbon through that loop. So kind of like you would do on the end of a tag. And I just did that a bunch of times on the bottom of this, of the lantern. Now this also works for making jellyfish if you needed to do that for like a under the sea type party. But I just thought this makes it festive and fun, and everybody loves a lot of ribbons. So you can just cut and loop these on the bottom. And again, you can remove this easily once you're done and you want to take this apart and store it. So you don't have to like stress out about, you know, oh, it's ruined, or I like things that you can use over and over, or that have multiple purposes, and that's not completely disposable, because I feel like we get a lot of craft stuff, we use a lot of things, and this is a good thing that you could store these things. They're very affordable, and they're easy to put up and put down. So you're just going to put all your ribbons on there, and then when you hang this guy, it's going to have some fun little streamers coming out of the bottom. You could use multiple colors if you want, but I just wanted to use the yellow. All right, my next project also involves the eyeballs. This is a fun mason jar. Doris has all these great mason jars. I'm going to move this painted mat out of the way so you can see everything better. So Doris has these cute mason jars in different colors, and they have yellow, which is really fun. Now you could serve drinks in these if it was for adults. I don't think a little kid could like manhandle this jar, and I don't think that they could drink all of the drink if they filled it up. But this is a great way to do your silverware and your straws and stuff like that on the tabletop if you're not going to serve drinks in these. Dries also sells the mason jars in other sizes. So to do this, you can use a stapler, which is what I did here to staple the Minion eyeball to the little strip, or you can use these tabs again. And I think I'm going to use the tabs just because it's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to put the tab on the end of the paper, and then, oh, actually, it's going to stick to the glass. Now you could use adhesive remover to take this off the glass later if you wanted to, and then I'll just put one right here in the middle and stick my eyeball to it. So they have a little bit of a different look. If you staple it, this kind of curves around more. It lays flatter, but it's okay if you don't want to staple it either. Now I found these really cute straws. Dries makes all these straws in different colors, and they have some patterns too. So you'll just take your straws and put straws in one of your jars, and then your other jar could have your silverware, or it could have bubble wands in it. Like if you make little jars of bubbles for each of the kids, you can make bigger wands and put them in there. All kinds of fun little things that you could do with that. So I'm going to move that. And I have one more project idea to show you. These are pom-poms that you can buy loose. And I'm going to show you a pom-pom garland that Dries sells where it's already made, but I wanted to have some more visual interest. So I took some baker's twine, and this is just from my stash. You could use regular thread. You could use yarn. Yarn would be a little harder to do. And Dries also sells baker's twine. And I just took these loose pom-poms and a yarn darning needle. So let me try to move this so you guys can see it. A yarn darning needle is a really, really long needle. You can get these in the notion section of most craft stores, like where the sewing stuff is. But I like a yarn darning needle because I feel like it's a little easier to handle. So I'm going to move this over so you guys can kind of see the needle better. So you're going to thread on your pom-pom onto the needle and then pull it down onto your string. And I like to keep them about 4 to 6 inches apart. So this is a different pom-pom garland look than the ones that Dries sells, but together they look really, really cool. And this kind of pom-pom garland, you can cover a lot more space more affordably. I want to say these pom-poms was maybe $2, if that. It was really affordable to get these. Way more affordable and time-saving than making them myself. All right, so I'm just going to thread all those on. And then when you're done, you don't even need to knot the end if you don't want to, but what you can do is I just take the needle off, and then you can tie a little loop at the end so you can hang it from that loop. And I just hung it with push pins. Those push pins are easy to take off the wall. All right, so here you can see my fun little garland. Okay, I'm going to unplug this camera, and I'm going to grab the laptop and take you guys over to where I'm starting my party setup. Because later this week, when I have everything up for the party, I'm going to show you guys the full reveal. And here, let me unplug